Welcome back. I'm Heather.
I'm Modii.
And today we are going to be doing something that is easy, simple, and tasty.
Maybe,
No,
maybe,
not maybe.
and probably not.
No, oh, okay.
Mathematically.
No, don't listen to him.
But I guarantee there's going to be at least one fart joke during this.
Oh, God.
See if you can find it. This is going to be your Where's Fardo. It's going to be
What?
the game. Try and see if you can find the fart joke. Extra points if you see it coming.
We are going to be making a mozzarella stuffed chicken meatballs.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
So, as you guys know, Heather cannot eat red meat.
Nope.
And I can't eat anything that an 8-year-old or older would enjoy. So, but for any of you guys that might be new to the channel, we have multiple very large kids living
Well,
in the
not
house.
like large, age-wise.
They're eating machines. Eating machines. So we're always looking for something fun and different, and we just like bringing you guys along. So.
Yeah. All right. So this uses ground chicken, which you can find in the store.
Mm-hmm.
But I've actually found it's cheaper to make my own. And that's because I actually have the equipment to do that. I have a KitchenAid that my mother gave me years ago for Christmas. And then we actually found a meat grinder attachment at a yard sale for like $8.
Brand new. Wasn't even out of the box
It was
yet,
the
so.
best find ever.
Yeah. So the funny part is that, yes, we say it's cheaper to buy regular chicken and then use the grinder.
Yes.
Unless you don't have a KitchenAid.
Yeah, unless you
Buying
don't
a
have
KitchenAid, the grinder attachment and chicken is not of value over just buying ground chicken.
Unless you already have the equipment.
Yes. Or you think you're going to use it for something else.
Yes.
So, obviously, like a lot of our videos, if you guys have watched, there is prep work that is done because we are showing you how to make a meal while we're making a meal. Because we legitimately eat this.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you see on these videos, you're seeing them on Saturdays. We're recording them the Sunday prior. This is family dinner on Sundays. So, this isn't just cooking and we set it aside or we save it for later.
As soon as the camera ends, all the kids come running.
And we do dinner. So that's why sometimes you'll see other stuff cooking that has nothing to do with what we're doing, because that might be for me or me and one of the other kids or whatever else. So, all right. So first and foremost, what are we gonna do?
Well, we have to grind.
Grinded it.
We have to make our ground chicken.
Okay. We have to make chicken ground.
Yes.
Yes.
So, we're gonna move all of this stuff.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. So here is my very heavy KitchenAid.
Yep.
There we go. Right there. Okay. And I actually have already pre-done a bunch of meatballs.
Which you will see later.
So this is all that's left of the chicken that isn't ground up.
But this is going to be equal to the portion that is.
It is. I'm actually making the serving size that's in our description.
Which is for 4.
4 people. Okay. Yep. So we're going to take 1 pound of ground chicken. So this will actually equal out to that.
This is going to be yucky. I can't
This
wait.
is going to be amazing.
All right.
All right. So let me start this.
She had never done this before this morning,
I had. And it's going to go in there. And they're just going to push it down until it smooshes out.
It's so weird. Oh, it's like a Play-Doh Fun Factory, but for poultry. Oh.
There's another one.
As a young kid, my mother couldn't afford Play-Doh, so she would just give me ground chicken to play with.
No,
and I would
didn't.
make I don't know, little cars.
No.
One time I made a donkey. It was fun. Oh, this brings back the memories.
No.
Oh, that's a sound. That is definitely a sound right there. Take that, chicken. Like, we were supposed to tell it our plan.
No.
How we were going to destroy the world before we put it in the machine. Yeah, you get ground up.
And
I'm so uncomfortable right now. That's probably probably about it. Don't stick your finger in to check.
No, that's what this is for.
I'm just saying that, like, don't dig it around in there. So.
All right, so let's move this back out of our way.
You want me to help you? Okay.
It's super heavy.
All right, so as you guys can see, there's the ground chicken.
Ground chicken. Yeah.
Looks like chicken worms.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so once again, the main thing we're making here in this episode is the chicken meatballs. That's the main prime thing in this. So look at that. She had extra chicken left.
I did.
From earlier, so.
All right, so we've got our ground chicken, and now we're going to actually make the consistency for the meatballs.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to take a large egg.
You want me
Do
to
not
do
crack it on your head.
I don't want to do it. What's the purpose?
So, 1 pound of ground chicken and 1 egg. Then we're going to do half a cup of Parmesan cheese.
All right. There we go. We can handle this. Half a cup, right?
Yes, half a cup.
I'm getting pretty good at seeing which ones these are.
You are. Oh, it's not open yet.
Preparation, I'm telling you.
I used the other one. My bad.
Let me in, Parmesan.
Parmesan.
All right.
All right, so half a cup.
Half cup.
Yep.
So if it was a full cup,
Do it over the bowl.
But then I would get extra in there.
It's okay if you get a little bit extra.
No,
But I don't want it on the counter.
That we can.
So we. So you just throw it on the counter? All right.
All right, half cup Parmesan
All right.
cheese.
No, wait, don't throw the. We need that.
Write down, if you're writing this down, to not throw the half cup.
Half a cup breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
Yep.
I made these myself earlier today.
Okay.
These are just good to eat.
No, don't stop. Why? They're unflavored.
No, it's toast dust.
No.
It's refried dough
All right,
dust.
now, it calls for half a teaspoon each of basil and oregano. I just cheat and use the Italian seasoning because it has all of that already in it. What?
Cheating.
What?
And how much do you need of that?
Half a teaspoon each. So we're gonna do two. We're gonna do one teaspoon.
Yeah.
So here's half for the one and half for the other.
All right.
And then we're going to do half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Which is the other one I gave you?
Yes.
So did you yell at me for not wanting to get dust on the counter, and then you just smacked it on the counter to get the dust out?
I didn't want the cheese on the counter. Alright, it also goes for salt. I do not want to add any salt. There's enough salt in the pasta sauce. But if you're going to add the salt, half a teaspoon.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
And now I'm going to mix this. And you're going to add 1 jar of pasta sauce to the crock-pot.
Okay. Should we turn that on or no?
Yes.
Alright, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so our crock-pot, you just push the button.
Now, we discussed this ahead of time. We're going to be using this in a crock pot.
Yes.
But you could, in theory, do this in your oven.
You can.
It may not turn out exactly the same.
It's gonna cook. It'll probably taste the same, but
for the most part.
Yeah, this is easier because you can actually make this in the morning before work or whatever, and then just have it cook on low all day.
Okay, so 1 jar we're putting in? Okay.
Hold it back.
I got it. I got your back.
Thank you. All right, so I set it for 3 hours because we're gonna go high on 3.
Is there high?
High on 3.
Okay.
Go ahead and add 1 jar.
Oh, my arch nemesis. Yes, for anybody who may be new to the channel or new to us, whatever, I have a very bad aversion. I hate tomato sauce.
Yep, they like ketchup. They're not the same.
I hate
ketchup is sweet.
Like me. So I hate tomato sauce, which makes pretty much all Italian food unedible. So, all right, so you got that all mixed up.
All right, so let's move the crock pot over closer because we're actually going to do both at the same time here.
Okay.
All right, here
as far as I can go
is where you can help because you won't touch this.
I hope that's on camera. We should probably check. Don't mind
It
dusting.
is.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So grab one of the cutting boards from down below.
We have so many.
We do.
I like this one. All right. So, Heather.
Yes.
Explain to me specifically what I'm going to be doing right now.
You are going to be slicing through this cheese and making it into chunks.
Well, a slice would be like thin.
No.
So if it's chunks, what would I be doing?
I don't wanna.
Say it.
I don't wanna.
Say it.
Cutting the cheese.
I gotta cut the cheese. Ding! All right, here we go.
All right. So while you do that, I'm actually going to start. Can you get it open? Okay.
How do you?
All right.
Is there a trick?
Yeah, you peel it.
Oh well, you didn't. I don't eat this stuff. Give me, open that.
All right.
Here we go, people. Knife.
Yep.
Cheese.
Yep.
Modii.
Careful.
Cutting. Now, how big are we talking here? About the size of a dime? Right there?
Yeah, like that's good.
Okay.
Yep. It calls for 2 cheese sticks. Now you can go more if you want or less if you don't like cheese or if you love cheese.
Now, what kind of cheese is this?
This is mozzarella cheese sticks.
Mozzarella cheese sticks.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I am going to take, and these meatballs actually end up being pretty big, so you could actually get away with only making like 2 or 3 per person. But I like leftovers. Our
Yep.
kids eat a lot.
Yes.
All right, so I made a kind of ball with the one, and I say kind of because I actually stuck and made a hole, and you just kind of push the cheese into the hole, and then you reclose up the meatball. Give it a little roll around and smoosh it all together.
Marketing. All right.
And then you're just gonna plop it in there.
Plop it on in there.
Yep. And we're going to keep doing that.
Okay.
It's a little bigger.
So you can't, with using the Crock-Pot,
Mm-hmm.
in that 3 hours, no matter what size you make this, it's not going to overcook them or undercook them?
Nope.
Okay. So
you can make a bunch of little ones. You could make all big ones. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you could use this if you wanted a non-red meat thing for, say, like a meatball sub.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, literally, I could see you doing that over the next couple of days, is taking these, putting them on a roll,
a hoagie,
or
yeah.
even a hot dog bun if we don't have
I've
anything
done
else.
that. I've done that.
And basically make, because it's you got the sauce, you got the meatballs,
Yep.
you're good to go, and you've actually already got the cheese
Inside of it.
inside
now,
the meatball.
you can use ground beef.
if you
can.
prefer.
You can.
Yeah.
The recipe I'm using though was for chicken, and I thought that was interesting and different, so that's why I chose that. But you can use ground beef.
And you shouldn't have to change the
Oh
recipe.
no, it would just be 1 pound of ground beef.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna make all of these. Now, once again, we already have a bunch of these made and set aside.
We do.
They're at this stage.
They are.
They have not been cooked yet.
They have not. They are just sitting in the fridge waiting.
Now, we don't have an exact time or temperature, but can you speculate on the oven?
we have a time. Oh, on the oven?
On the oven.
Ooh, probably 350 for. Oh no. Okay. The oven's gonna be kind of tricky. If you don't want it as a slow cooker, I would say 350 for maybe an hour. Use meat thermometer to check to see if it's done.
Like check probably
Yeah,
within like
I'd
half
say-
an hour.
Yeah, I would
like-
check every half hour or so. If you're using your oven as a slow cooker, which is possible, I'd probably say maybe 200 for 3 hours.
Okay.
Again, meat thermometer, always. That's probably one of the best kitchen tools to have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got those in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wash my hands first. I'm gonna grab the other ones, and then I'll show you how to finish this up real quick.
Awesome.
Okay, so I've gotten all of the meatballs that I made earlier in the Crock-Pot.
Quite a bit more than
Yeah.
you saw before. So.
So now we're gonna add the sauce.
2 more.
2. Yes.
So we already have one in there. We
Yep.
put it down as a
as a
bottom
layer so that they don't stick to the
Yeah.
bottom.
Now this is pretty full,
It is.
but Heather assures me
Yeah.
that this is going to cook down.
Yes, it will. The meatballs look huge. They will go down in size.
Okay. So basically, you put this over here, over this. We'll put the lid on.
Yep.
And then once again, we're gonna let the slow cooker go for 3 hours.
3 hours on high.
On high.
Or 6 hours on low if you're gonna set it for the whole day.
Yeah. Now, if you put it on low, and let's say you're not going to be home for 8 hours, is that going to be a problem?
No.
Okay. All right. So there we go. And then we just wait?
We just wait.
Now, you said it at 3 hours earlier.
Yep.
You don't think the time's going to be too bad off?
No.
Okay. So, couple quick things. I mean, we'll obviously break here and come back when this is all taken care of.
Yes.
We wanted to kind of have a little bit of a shorter video.
Yes.
A little bit more simple.
I want it easy. I know the last couple of ones have been really chaotic with the homemade noodles and, you know, everything like that. So I wanted to throw in a couple easy ones that, you know, if you don't have a lot of time, this is perfect because you just make it, set it, and just go about your day.
So if you notice, once again, we're not making like homemade sauce. We're using, you know, canned sauce.
And I'm not making noodles this time.
We're making actual pasta this time.
Yes. So about 15 minutes before the crock pot's done is when you want to start your water for your pasta.
Okay.
So.
And all right, so we will now step away for a second. 3 hours for us, a millisecond for you guys, and then we will get back when this bad boy is ready to go.
Yep.
All right, so there we go.
We did it.
A little angel hair pasta, little bit of the chicken mozzarella stuffed meatballs.
Yes.
And some
mixed veggies.
Mixed veggies in there, so a good wholesome meal.
Yep.
Turned out great. I'm not a big you don't like sauce fan, but it's very pungent.
It smells amazing.
That's my way of saying that, technically. So, but you know, we don't have a sink full of dishes.
No, I had 3 hours to kill.
Yeah.
So.
But we do have a house full of hungry kids.
Yes.
So we're gonna get them feeding. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out and coming to these videos. We're actually really enjoying it.
We are.
This is a lot less stressful because we actually know what we're filming.
Yeah.
And
we're not having to decide.
So remember, if you make any of this stuff, please send us a picture on Twitter, on Instagram, on any of those.
We actually had somebody do it.
We did. One of our Patrons, Pixel.
Yeah.
Actually made the chicken cordon bleu.
She did, and she says that it came out great.
Yeah, she saw the picture.
Really it looked amazing.
So, anyway, so yeah, if you guys make anything, make sure you send us a picture on Twitter, on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you make it and ruin it,
we still want to see it.
I want to see it more, weirdly enough. I want to see it more. So yeah, send us those pictures. We love that. Ideas you have for things you'd like to see in the future. We actually got a comment in the last video.
I saw that.
Of somebody just straight up giving us a whole recipe.
A whole recipe. That was amazing.
So yeah, that stuff is great. You can do that in the comments as well. And be like Pixel.
Yeah.
Go become a Patreon. Pixel has been a Patreon for quite a while
Since
now.
the beginning.
Yeah. And so therefore she has helped pay for that camera and that camera. And if you guys want to help support the channel, you guys can do that. Get a bunch of cool exclusives. You get the postcards.
Yes.
We have actual dessert cooking videos.
We do.
That are exclusive for Patreon.
And the postcards go with those videos.
Spoilers. And yeah, so go check that out. Help support the channel. And yeah, until next time, we want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.